Room 13 presents. It was an ordinary Friday when Dr. Emily Caldwell received the unusual case of Mariana Sage. Emily, a renowned psychologist known for her comprehensive approach to unraveling the labyrinths of the mind, was recommended to Mariana by a concerned colleague who sensed something inexplicably amiss about her. Mariana Sage was in her late 20s, with a pale demeanor and eyes that seemed to hold the shadows of unseen burdens. As Emily opened her office door to greet her, the usual warmth of the room felt displaced, as though a brisk, uninvited chill had swept in. Mariana's handshake was limp, her fingers cold, and her voice hushed as though any louder would betray her. "What brings you here today, Mariana?" Emily asked, keeping her tone soothing, her curiosity already tingling at the edges of skepticism. I see things," Mariana replied flatly, her gaze sinking into the folds of the patterned carpet on Emily's office floor. "Not just things, but a place, a room." Emily leaned forward, intrigued. "Can you tell me more about it?" "It's always the same," Mariana began, her voice a gentle tremor. "A white door, somewhere ordinary enough, an apartment, a hotel. But when I enter, it's different every time." Her eyes momentarily flickered with a hint of distress. "It terrifies me," Mariana continued, wrapping her arms around herself as though shielding from an invisible chill. "I feel like I'm being watched, followed even. I know it sounds mad." Emily, unfazed by tales of the mind's strange manifestations, nodded reassuringly. "The mind is a curious place, Mariana. Have you considered these might be dreams?" "Dreams don't follow you when you wake," Mariana whispered, her words tight with conviction. For a moment, the room's atmosphere felt heavy, as if Mariana's experiences were leaching into the air, altering its essence. Emily decided to employ a simple cognitive exercise over the course of the following week. Mariana was to record everything she saw in meticulous detail, as though each jotting was a severance from the strange reality she lived through. The following session, Mariana arrived with a small leather-bound notebook. Her skin seemed paler, her eyes more sunken. Each night, she had recorded seeing the door, and beyond it, things that twisted her reality, a room ablaze with laughter echoing from unseen faces, or shadows that moved with sentience. Her notes ended abruptly with, "I think it's trying to reach me." Intrigued and a bit unsettled, Emily suggested a more direct approach. Hypnosis could provide clarity, perhaps, reveal the origins of this repetitive scenario. They agreed to meet the next Friday, under calmer circumstances. The week passed leisurely, but Mariana's presence weighed constantly in Emily's mind. On Thursday night, Emily read through Mariana's notebook once more before sleeping. The words seemed to pulse with an urgency she couldn't shake off. Friday came, gray skies hanging heavy like a damp shroud over the city. Emily met Mariana with an optimism she hoped to be contagious. As she prepared the session, the room seemed quieter than usual, holding its breath in anticipation. Emily's voice, gentle yet compelling, coaxed Mariana into a relaxed trance. "Tell me what you see, Mariana." "The door," she mumbled, her eyelids fluttering softly. "It's here." "Describe it to me," Emily instructed, leaning forward. "I'm opening it. I can feel everything. The air is freezing, so old." Her breathing hitched. "There are whispers surrounding me." "What do they say?" Her body tensed as though she was bracing against an unseen force. "They're calling my name, beckoning." "Do you recognize them?" Emily's questioning delved deeper, drawn into Mariana's tapestry of fear. It's like they're pieces of me scattered," she whispered. "They want me to join them, to become whole." There was a long pause, and Emily watched shadows play across Mariana's face. Eyes that seemed alive, separate from the light. "Then there's the darkness," Mariana continued, the dread suffusing her voice deeply. "A figure stands in it, wreathed in void." "Who is it?" Emily whispered, feeling the hairs on her neck stand. "It feels like me, but it isn't," Mariana's voice cracked. "I think it's the part of me I've lost." Emily paused, contemplating her next words as the air seemed to grow colder. Beyond the clinical, there lay something elemental, a truth unfathomed. Breaking the silence, Emily gently woke Mariana. The younger woman looked at her, eyes saturated with turmoil. "Did I say anything useful?" she asked, voice tremulous with hope. "It seems like your mind is creating a space, a room to reconcile with whatever fragmentation you feel," Emily explained gently, avoiding diving too deeply into the chilling difference in perception she experienced during the session. Mariana nodded, though her gaze drifted, and Emily wondered if the answer had truly reached her. Instinct told Emily there was more to this than psychology, a dread without substance that lingered even as they left Emily's office. The following morning, Emily awoke with a peculiar weight on her chest. It followed as she moved through her apartment, the air thick as though imbued with anticipation. Resolved to understand, she decided to investigate Mariana's experiences further. Emily spent her day engrossed in various case files, psychological studies, and forgotten tomes of folklore. There was common mention, a shadowy, consistent element. The untethered mind sometimes becomes a beacon for forgotten echoes of something breached beyond understanding. Intrigued, she planned to explore these findings with Mariana the next week. Yet, when Friday arrived, Mariana was conspicuously absent. Emily's call went straight to voicemail, and emails bounced back. Concern slinking into anxiety, she spent the day oscillating between her work and a potent urge to know more. Unable to shake an unsettling feeling, Emily delved into her deeper files, combing the entries of past patients she had initially put aside due to their peculiar consistency with psychoses too profound for logical deduction. To her growing apprehension, she noticed an underlying theme in a scant few of these, a recurring room numbered 13. And like Mariana, they had simply vanished. Driven by a chilling worry threaded with professional curiosity, Emily decided to visit Mariana's apartment. Her name was etched into a neat brass plate on the door, alongside a blank where her number should be. After several heavy knocks, there was no reply. Compelled by mounting unease, Emily tested the door, which swung open with an eerie reluctance. The inside was neat, almost devoid of personal effects, as though waiting to be moved in or eternally departed. On the desk lay the notebook, open to the last entry. Every night it calls louder. I'm close to understanding. I must enter the room one final time to know. Emily's heart thundered, the eerie stillness shrouding the apartment with a sinister calm. Desperate to understand, she scrutinized every corner until a soft sound pulled her into stillness. The creak of a door, a plain, unassuming door at the end of the hall, deeper within the apartment than Emily had bothered to look. She felt a shiver of recognition, as if fate had been twisting her path to this singular moment. With careful resolve, Emily approached. The door loomed, its presence both ominous and inviting. Remembering her own upbringing of reason over fear, she grasped the handle, the metal frigid under her touch. The instant she opened it, a sense of falling gripped her. The room within glimmered strangely, shadows shifting as though alive within walls that contained endless depth, pulsating with the steady heartbeat of something latent in its being. The room's essence was Mariana's own labyrinth, her voice echoing in gentle whispers. Emily perceived not just the fragments of Mariana, but countless others, all trapped in a shared void. In the center stood a figure of Mariana, yet not truly her, a dark echo radiating the void Emily now felt slip into her own thoughts, whispering promises of understanding, of becoming whole in a way that threatened the self. And just like that, Emily understood the room. It was an oubliette for the wayward, the lost, a place of becoming and unbecoming. As though recognizing her presence with delight, it called to her too, and in that moment, Emily Caldwell knew why Mariana and many before had vanished. They had not disappeared, they had become one with the room. Desperation whispered through Emily, her heart pounding as time stretched. With monumental effort, she dragged herself back, resisting the pull of the unseen. She fought against the unknowable lure until, with a final resolve, she shut the door, the air around her dropping to its regular normalcy. Stunned and grateful for her resolve's triumph, she left Mariana's apartment, the experience, unshakable and real, now a part of her. Room 13, she understood now, would always be waiting, a part of her psyche and the world's hidden architecture. Returning to her own space, Emily knew the investigation must go no further. But as she sat in her darkened office, she felt watched by an unseen force, a piece of her will forever there, with the room, ready to answer should she ever dare to open its door again. And Room 13 would not let her forget.